Everybody's coming to see Clay. There it is. The Ogunquit. We can go right in here.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Three bags that are
6:30. No, can we let him up? Thank you so much.
Oh, we just get the bag in his hand. There you go.
You make some of that. There you go, buddy.
Get out of the way. You guys want to move up?
Thank you guys very much.
Well, it's a beautiful day in Ogunquit.
And you know what? When I read the weather reports, it was like it's supposed to rain today.
I never saw any rain forecast.
Well, just weather forecast. It's going to be raining today and cloudy Saturday and Sunday. So much for that.
Yeah, so much.
Saturday.
And the high was going to be 77. I think it's 77. Hotter than that right now.
I do too. We're going to have some breakfast. And then
Well, were you
Going on a boat
looking
cruise.
at the right days?
Yeah.
And what site was it? Was it
I would
weather.com?
just Google, weather forecast of Ogunquit, Maine. And
cafe more breakfast. Here we are.
My new hat?
New hat. Look at that. We've all got a few bags of this and a few bags of that. Beautiful place. Took an hour to get in here. Let's see, what do they have? We're on Perkins Cove Road. Such a beautiful place. Lobster Shack. The Whistling Oyster. We got about 10 minutes or so before our boat ride. Oh, that's what's coming in right there. Going to get our lobster dinner for tonight.
You like the boat, buddy?
Are you with her? Yeah. Okay.
Wait.
So welcome everybody. My name is Sitting on Rocks. They're called cormorants. And the reason cormorants sit on the rocks like they do is because they have no oil secreting glands in their wings. And they spend so much time in the water diving for fish and floating on the surface that if they did not come out and sit on the rocks to dry out their wings, they'd get waterlogged. We're passing by the United States Coast Guard channel markers that mark the entrance to Perkins Cove. The green buoy is called a can, and the red buoy is called a nun. Anybody think they can tell if it's low tide or high tide today?
It's getting low.
Or middle? Middle?
Middle.
Middle?
I heard them say it.
High tide? Captain Tom, what do you think it is? Is it getting to be low tide now, or is it middle still? It's middle tide. High tide today was around 8 a.m. and our tide changes every 6 hours. I've already got a curious George here who wants to know how do they even get in? How come they can't get out? I'm going to talk about that after. So Captain Tom is using the official gauge that all lobstermen must have.
Oh my gosh.
No keepers, 6 lobsters, but they were all too short, too small.
Beautiful.
You can pass that around. It's part of a fish, and there's 2 of them. What do you think they might be?
That's the eyeball socket.
You want to pass it around?
You can bring that to school and be a good pupil.
That's an eyeball socket.
Oh, eyeball socket, my
So see
goodness.
what's going on
Eyeball
here. Captain
socket.
Tom has some bait in this bucket, which I think is disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's all oily, smelly fish heads, parts of fish.
Oh, he
It's-
put smelly stuff.
And the dark lines coming down the rocks indicate a climate change when times were warm climate, much vegetation, much sediment. The light lines you see coming down are times of cold climate, less vegetation and sediment. There's also a white stripe I'd love to point out to you on those rocks there. It looks like someone took a paintbrush and just came down the rocks with white paint. It's not white paint, it's actually quartz. That back a million years ago there was molten quartz. It bubbled up through the cracks and it solidified, making a line. The locals call it white splint, and it actually is a natural boundary between Ogunquit and York. So we're just leaving the waters of Ogunquit, and now we're in the waters of York. So you can see the dark seagulls, the one right at the stern of the boat. He's actually a young seagull, born this year. The white seagulls with the gray backs, I told you, are herring gulls, and the white with the black backs are blackback gulls. Anyone touch the crab? It feels more like sandpaper. They're not as smooth as the lobsters.
Oh yeah.
So these
Little
are the
starfish
crabs.
is in there, isn't there?
Yeah, there's little starfish. These crabs, these are not like the ones you'd get in Maryland, the good crabs. You don't get as much meat in these.
The starfish are neat. I've never seen a live starfish.
Oh, isn't that neat? You can touch him. You can, if you want to. You can take him out or touch him. Neat, huh?
Oh, that is neat. We've only seen the ones that are in the stores.
Yeah.
The ones that are dead.
Aren't they neat? You can touch him.
We're looking at this beautiful view from the candy shop. And look at all this
Oh my goodness.
decadent candy. You can serve yourself. $20.95. Wow. I think that's a bit expensive. Saltwater taffy.